Hi folks, another Friday evening video. What's the European Union and a cream tea got in common? Well, if you know Devon and Cornwall at all, you'll know that, and I can't never remember which way round it goes, but I'm from Devon originally, and there's this age-old argument, it was probably carved in stone in the prehistoric period, if there was such a thing, that one of them has jam on top of the cream in the scone, or scone, depending on how much you are, and the other one has it the other way round, and they're both right, of course. But the European Union doesn't want that, you see. They don't want that difference. They don't want to see regional variations. They want everybody to be part of one big homogenised lump. So if you take your Cornish cream tea and your Devon cream tea and put it in a blender, what do you get? A lump, a homogenised lump of nothingness. And that's exactly what the EU wants. The original plan for the EU is exactly that, and they've never made a secret of it in the 1950s, that a single trading bloc for Europe, you know, and it's quite handy. It's you know, the Germans love it. They've got their Fourth Reich, and whether Theresa May likes it or not, and however hard they try and stop it, we will leave the European Union. And I'm damn sure that they're going to do their bloody best to try and stop it. The French and the Germans and all that, they're all just saying, oh, we've got to pay billions to leave. Well, if it was me, I would just say, stick it up your arse. Take us to court. You know, like I said the other week, send the bailiffs in. Mind you, they probably would. The French would probably send the army in, or the Germans, or both. Of course, we got no army, navy, or air force to stop them, have we? Because we're homogenising our forces into the European, whatever you want to call it, military experiment. And this has been one of the plans all along. Destroy the UK's armed forces, bring it down to a level so it's at the same sort of level as everybody else's. Then you haven't got one partner stronger than another one. David Cameron fucked us all over in 2009 when he did a deal with the Franco-British Council, organised in the British Ambassador's residence, where a load of our admirals and generals and that all turned up in grey suits, not in uniform, because they would have been committing treason, and sold us down the river, signed up a 50-year defence pact with the French, which is why we've got aircraft carriers and no aircraft, because you guess what's going on then. So, yeah, that's why the European Union, that's why everybody all over Europe, millions and millions of people, absolutely detest the European Union. You know, it's a project backed by the Bank for International Settlements, which is designed to be all part of this one new world order where the top few own everything. Greece has already lost everything it's had. There's Greek people in Greece, but the Greeks don't own anything. The IMF owns the lot. The IMF is owned by the Bank for International Settlements. And Italy could well be next. And the only way to get away from it is to default. And we need to default on our debt. We've got £2 trillion worth of debt at the moment, right, which with our GDP as it is and the lack of manufacturing and stuff, means we're never ever going to be paying it off, which means ever increasing austerity, ever increasing bill hikes all the time, ever increasing fines, ever increasing costs for driving your car just to pay these banks. And what will happen is the pain will collapse. The Bank for International Settlements will step in. They'll do a deal. The IMF will lend us money just to keep the economy going here for a little bit, like it has with the Greeks, and it'll say, right, okay, in return we're having all your assets. And that's exactly what they did in Greece. And that's exactly what they're trying to do in Italy at the moment, and Spain, and Portugal. The only country in the northern hemisphere, there's a couple actually, that are doing well, and both of them threw out their central bankers, is Iceland, whose bankers are still in jail, and Russia, who threw out the central banking cabal and also threw out all of George Soros's NGOs. So anyway, that's what the European Union has got in common with a cream tea. Have a great weekend. TTFN.